All right. So, like I was saying, teachers, this session is going to be quite interactive. We have set up couple of new features in the application, and I would like to take you through all of those features. We also have a fun activity in the end of the session. So please stay tuned. I'm sure this it has been a long day for all of us. So we'll try to keep this session as engaging and as fun for all of us. And if you find any questions, any queries during the session, if you want me to repeat a feature, if you have any query, do not fear reaching out to us. I'll be taking you through the all the features that we have newly added in the application. I just wanted to highlight that the latest feature that we have is in the latest version. So if you're using the older version in the school, you may not come across these features. So that's why I'm mentioning the latest version is 2.6.4. Okay. So please ensure if you want to access the new features that I'm showing you right now, you should have the latest version on your devices. Then you'll be able to access the latest features. Great. So now I'll share my screen. Ria, could you please give me the approval? Yes. All right. I hope you're able to see my screen, teachers. Can I get a thumbs up in the chat box, or could you let me know if you're able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, great. So now, teachers, I'll begin with few of the features which you already use in your classroom and which you already know. And I think one of those would be one of your favorite features as well, right? So this is our whiteboard. We have added couple of new features in the whiteboard. So what I'll do is I'll also show you what are the existing features that we have and what are the new features or the add-on features that I'll be showing you today. Okay. So when you open the whiteboard, you can annotate from here. You can teach your students, right? So one of the biggest loved feature of whiteboard is the Sathi Genie option that allows you to get different resources. So for example, if I'm a science teacher and I'm teaching a cell concept to the student, what I can do, I have this toolbar at the bottom of the screen. I can use this toolbar to teach that concept in a very creative manner. So let's say I am using Genie, allows me to scan whatever I've written on the screen. I can translate it. I can make it into a text format. I can also click on the search bar, get all the different resources that I would need to explain cell to the students. This is something all of the teachers already know how to use it, and I'm sure you might have already started using it in your day-to-day classrooms. What we have done is we have changed the interface a little bit. Now you can use this toggle and move the text around. You can also drag and drop the images on the screen. You can also annotate now on your images. So now let's say if I want to explain a particular feature, I can also annotate on the screen. And then I can also drag and drop the YouTube videos. This is one addition that I can say. It has made the entire whiteboard little bit more easy to access. Apart from that, what we have done is we have added an option that lets you add more pages. So do you see this small hamburger icon? If I click on that, there is an add button. So I can add multiple pages. If I don't want to add multiple pages, I can click on this infinity option that allows me to expand my page in such a way that if I write anywhere, I can just keep on scrolling left, right, top, bottom, everywhere, and I can still annotate. So right now I've added on the page, one page over here by clicking on this add button. If I go click on the right toggle, I'll be taken to the first page, and this is the second page which I've newly added. Okay. You can split your screen. You can also share whatever you've annotated with the students. Okay. And you can also use this setting button to enable the help button. So imagine if you are taking a quiz from this quiz option through the search bar. Let's say I'm dropping in some questions here at the screen. Let's say I'm asking this 2 questions to the students, right? And let me just zoom in for my students here. Okay. So now I've added these questions on my screen, and I would like to take a test. So in that case, what I can do, I can also ask the student to start answering, but I can also allow this feature that gives them an option to ask for help during the assessment. Okay, so they can click on the student clicker, and the teacher will be notified that there are some students who are asking for help. You can see there is a help button here on my student clicker. So when I click on the help button, it will be notified here that the student was asking for help. Okay, teachers, so this is one. So when they ask for help, you can resolve it because the whiteboard is still in front of you. So you have all the resources to explain it to them and you can get it done. This is one part. Let me add one more page on this particular whiteboard. Okay. The next feature that I want to show you is this geometry. So all my maths teachers are going to be super happy when they see a ruler. So you can use ruler here. You can make different lines. We have protector. So if our teachers want to show some particular degrees, so they can also show that, angles, all of that can be done. And you can also move the protector. Okay. You can also zoom in, zoom out, right? So all of that is available. The other feature that I want to show you is the compass. So this is also quite user friendly because it is very difficult to draw a circle, right? So you can simply double click on it, select the radius, and you can draw the circle here. So that was the geometry option. The next option is diagram. So if our teachers wants to add a flow chart, you have this flow chart added here. So let's say if I want to explain about lineage, so I can say grandparents, then I can show right. So you can make a customized flow chart for the students as well. Okay, so you can zoom in the particular flow chart. You can also zoom out, and we'll be able to use this to explain a very nice flow explanation. You can do it from here. Apart from that, there are a couple of shapes. So we have 3D shapes, 2D shapes. So if you want to show them, you can bring them on the screen, move it also. You can zoom them also, and you can also move it in all the different angles to explain it to the students. Okay, teachers, so that was our diagram option. The other option I want to show you is the class kit. So these are the features that we already have under the engage option. So I'm sure you know what the Pi timer is. So you can set up a timer and you can ask the student. Let's say if I'm a maths teacher, I'll say I'm giving you 2 minutes, complete this particular quiz or complete this particular math problem in that time. Or I can start a stopwatch and say that I have given you a task, let's see who completes it the fastest. So you can also do that. You can also use spinner. So what you can do, you can add different slides on this. So let's say if I want to say which test we'll take today. So let's say maths test, English test, science test, or geography test, right? And then you'll be able to do. And now this is G, that means we are going to do a geography test. And then we have similar dice over here. So you can add multiple dice on the page, or you can just roll the dice and say if any one of this dice has number 1 on it, then we are going to do a maths test today. Let's see. So there is going to be no maths test because we did not get any 1 here. So that's pretty much it under the class kit option. The next option I want to show you, it's quite important and quite useful for our teachers, which is the STEM option. So first we have this visualizer. Here you have different options which basically can be used through our maths teachers for higher grades. Let's say if I want to add a graph, so I have this graph. I can add 3D calculator, probability, scientific calculator, all of the options are here. So I'll just give you a quick example of a graph. Let's say if I say y equals to x equals to y, so I could see the line, and if I say y equals to 6, and I can get the intersecting point as well. And if I insert this particular graph on the page, I can still use it and annotate on the particular graph. Okay, so that is how you can use. Then we have elements. So if our science teachers would like to explain about periodic tables, this is a very wonderful way to show them different kinds of elements from the periodic table. So you can just bring them on the screen, and you can also explain all the periodic tables from here. Okay, then we have calculator. So this is a basic calculator where you can calculate different formulas. You also have an advanced one where you can do sin, cos, log calculation. We also give you a very nice feature within this particular calculator, which is the play option. So it's quite interactive, teachers. This can be a very great icebreaker in your class, or you can use it if you want to bring back the energy of your class. If you're super tired, you can ask one student to stand here, or ask one student to stand at the both of the screen, or you can make two teams and ask them to play this. They will not be able to use clickers in this. They will have to come on the interactive panel to do that. So let's say if the student gives the correct answer, the bar will move forward. So that's how it works. Let me replay it for you. Right? So if the student keeps on answering, if you give wrong answer, you'll be taken back. You can see here. This way you will be able to win the calculator game. Okay, so you can play it again. You can also ask different student to come on the screen and do it. So if your students are super anxious while you're about to start a particular class or a session, this is a great way to break the ice in the class and make them a little bit more confident, have some nice anxiety relieving activity in the class. So this can be done. Next is experiments. So this is specifically for our maths and science teachers. So you'll be able to get all the different kinds of experiments here. This experiment feature also appears on the library section, but we wanted the teachers to use it on the whiteboard as well. So you can have the access here. So let me open this. So these are interactive stimulations, and if our teachers are willing to show some practical operations of how they work, so they can have the top view, they can also have the side view. These are the different types of waves. So you can start adding water, you can change the frequency, you can change the amplitude, you can also see the graph of how water is impacting when the waves are going. So that all of that can be done from here. And it's going to be fun activity for the students to understand about waves in a very interactive manner like this. Okay, that was the STEM. All these features we have added here. Quiz is something which you already know. You can play a quiz if you drag and drop the quizzes on the screen. Content will be the existing content that you see under the library. Similar content will appear here. So each chapter will have its different concept cards. You can open any concept cards and share it with the students. Okay, and you can also play 5 questions on each concept card. Apart from that, you also have a YouTube video attached to each concept cards. So imagine you explaining the particular concept, then you show this YouTube video, and then you take an instant assessment. So it's basically clearing your revision along with the teaching part. Okay. And of course, if you want to save your whiteboard, you have this save option that allows you to save whatever you have annotated on the whiteboard, and you will be able to find it on the library. So let me show you that as well. Now that whatever I have annotated in the whiteboard, it's being saved under my library, and I have an option to share it across different sections. So all of our teachers, I think, may have this question that I teach in 7th A and I want to use the same whiteboard annotation in 7th B. How can I do that? So this is where you will be able to do it. Okay. So I'll pause for a while. Anybody has any questions related to the whiteboard, please use the chat box and let me know. Yes, teachers, do we have any questions here? I can see a couple of teachers have raised their hands. Anybody has any questions, any doubt on the whiteboard feature? For social subject, ma'am, we can still use the whiteboard. Of course, the experiments is something which won't be there because those are the science experiments, but you can still use it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, is there any feature that we can add the quiz for particular page only? Suppose I taught only one page today. I want to add quiz over it for the students. Is it possible in whiteboard there?
So you mean you are using a particular page in the sense you are using whiteboard for annotation, if I'm not wrong, and
Yeah,
then
ma'am.
you would like to use the quiz within the annotated board itself.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, ma'am. So since I'm using on my laptop, the screen is small. So that's why I'm not able to show you fully. You will be using it on the interactive panel. You can divide the board into different parts of your screen. You can also split. Oops. Just a second. You can also split the board into different parts. So let's say I've divided into 3. So you can annotate over here, you can take a quiz over here, or add the different options, like if you want to upload anything. So you can do that now. You can also divide it into 4 if you want, or 2. I hope I was able to answer your question, ma'am.
Excuse me, Aishwarya ma'am. There are a few teachers still facing the same problem that they are unable to log in.
So ma'am, they will need to sign in into the Zoom app, and then if they click on the application, if they click on the link, they'll be able to log in and enter the meeting, ma'am.
They have tried, but still the same message pops up.
If they were successfully able to log in, ma'am, then it should not be an issue. We have so many teachers who have joined this session right now. If there would have been an issue with the link, then the session won't be started, right? So they just need to log in into it.
Well, maybe we can share the ID and password if they're facing the issue with the link.
Yeah. I think there should not be an issue with the link actually, because this link is active right now. Ria, if you can share the ID password on the chat box, and Jyoti ma'am, if you can share it with the teachers who are not able to join, they can put the login ID password and join. Can you try that?
Yes, appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right. We have couple of.
Aishwarya ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, the problem is that it is showing that this message has reached, this meeting has reached the maximum number of allowed participants. So it is telling if any participant is leaving, then only you can join. So my course teachers also getting same issue.
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, because we have 100 participants right now on the link. That could be the case. Okay, ma'am. What we'll do is we'll try to set up one more session for the participants who are not able to join. Probably in the upcoming week, we'll set up one more session for them. Okay, because we don't want them to losing out. So what we'll do is since we're taking attendance on this particular link, we'll be sending out the certificates for the 100 teachers that are present right now, and then we'll send out another link for the teachers who registered but were not able to join. Okay, So they'll be able to connect for the session later on, because we are also at a limit where like more than 100 won't be able to join the session. That's it. Hello. I hope that is fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Fine.
Okay. Yes, I could see a couple of people have still their hands raised. If they have any question, any doubt, please use the chat box or unmute yourself. Yes, ma'am. If you, this is for grade. Right now you can access whichever grade you have logged in into. So right now I've logged in 7th B. So that's why I can see 7th B. And if you are able to see old syllabus, so our content team is still working on it. I think the latest update has come in a couple of weeks ago from the NCERT curriculum. So we are working on it. So probably we'll be updating the NCERT textbooks very soon. Yes, we can use it on the website, but we always recommend it using it on the application, because the website, it depends completely on the browser. So if your browser closes on its own, or if there's a network fluctuation, the browser won't be able to sustain the application when the network is off. If you're using it on the on the installed application, if there is little bit fluctuation on the particular device, it will still work. So I suggest that we use it on the application itself rather than the browser. Okay. Can we choose any kind of topic or existing topic? So in the STEM option, we have a feature that allows you to search for a topic. So let me show it to you. So let's say I want pressure. So pressure related experiments will come in. So you can search for a keyword and the type of experiments will come in. Okay. Yes, we can access grade 10. If you have login ID of grade 10 with you can access the grade 10 content as well. Okay. So we'll pause the questions for a while, because we need to move forward towards the new other features that we have added. So the second new feature that we have added is under the Sathi Genie button. So you can see over here this Sathi Genie purple button. I click on it. I scroll down towards the bottom. There are two new features, Rapid Recall and Go Bilingual. So what is Rapid Recall? So teachers, I'm sure most of you love taking flashcards or quick summaries with the students. So you can use this to generate those flashcards. So I can simply give a keyword. Let's say I want to take flashcards on speed and motion. Right? And you can make up to 15 flashcards for a particular concept. So right now I'm just going for 5 and I click on generate flashcards. What it does, it creates automated flashcards for me, and I can take quick revisions through those. And since it's a quick summary of the entire concept, it is easier for me also to understand if the students were able to summarize or recall what we have studied earlier. Right? So I can say, how do you calculate average speed? So I have the total formula here, all of it is given here, and I can click on the next, go to the next. So this way I'll be able to ask them a question and have an instant flash answer for the same. So you can use this. So the reason why we call it as Rapid Recall is instantly you're able to generate the flashcard and use it to, refresh the memories of the student and help them remember the concepts that we have recently studied. So it's very helpful. So please do explore this feature. Next one is bilingual. So this is for our language teachers. I know we do not have a lot of language content with Class Sathi right now, but this is how we want to provide some support to our teachers. So for example, if I come across a very good article related to a particular concept, so I'll just copy paste something on the screen. Okay. So I have some information related to students' mental health, and I have come across it and I want to show it to the students. So I can copy paste the particular information here, and you can see automatically recognizes in what language I have copy pasted it, and I can still change it to any other language. Let's say I want to change it into Hindi. So I can search for Hindi and I can generate. So I will have the translation of whatever I've written here in that language which I've selected. And it takes hardly 15-20 seconds to get it to show it. So you can see the information here and I have it ready here. So if you are using Class Sathi for languages, this is quite helpful. If you are trying to improve the speech of the student, you can ask the student to read it out loud. You can also ask the student to use it to improve their vocabulary on that particular language. So it's quite helpful. You can also download it in the PDF form and share it with the students or keep it with you as a document. Okay. So this is the bilingual option. So anybody has any questions, any doubt on rapid recall and bilingual feature? These two.
Yes, somebody asked, like, can they save the rapid flashcards? Rapid recall.
Rapid flashcards are you can't save it yet, so you can simply create it instantly and use it, and then it will go away. But this is a good to have feature, ma'am. If we are able to save a rapid recall, you can use it for other classes as well. So I'll surely share it with our product team, and we'll definitely think of implementing it. Which Indian languages are present? So we have around 128 languages, not just Indian languages, but any other language. If you are using French, German languages in your schools to teach, you can still use it. So all of those languages are included here. And I think sir is saying something. I'm unable to create a quiz lesson plan from uploaded PDF document. So sir, if you're not able to use that document, I request you to share that document with the support team, or you can share it to me directly. I'll look into the PDF and we'll be able to find out why it's not working. Okay, so you can personally reach out to me and share that PDF. Yes, of course we should have Bhutanese. Let me search for it. I think Bhutanese language is not included, but we can have it easily added. We'll inform the product team on this and we'll get the language added. Thank you for letting us know, ma'am. Yeah. So yes, that was our rapid recall option. Another feature I want to show you is our scorecard. So teachers, I know Class Sathi has lots of reports for you. You have class-wise report, you have a student-wise report, and all of these reports are the reports that are ready-madely created through Class Sathi. And since we have been talking to a couple of teachers, we have gotten a feedback that they would also like to use Class Sathi for reports where they are not able to put data in Class Sathi right away, right? So imagine if you're taking a practical exam, if you're taking a Viva, in that case, you still have to use an Excel sheet, or you still have to manually add the data. So in that case, we give you this scorecard option. So right next to the student-wise report, you have score record. You can use that to generate your own type of reports. So how it works? You just click on this new report option. Here you have the entire list of the students, and within one particular report you can add up to 6 different columns. So similar columns like this, you will have 6 different columns. So let's say today I have taken a Viva on science subject, so I'm just going to put science Viva April. Okay, I have the date. I can also select the date or change the date if I like. And I want to ensure that the number of marks, what is the maximum number of marks the students are going to get. So I'll put that and I'll just click on done. Okay, so now I'll be able to add, let's say if I'm talking to Rohan, and I've spoken with Rohan and I could see his marks. Rohan has scored 15%. I'll just put 15. Any student has scored any percentage, I'll be able to put. And as soon as I put the marks, you can see the data is going to filter on its own. Right? So this way the teachers tracking their marks becomes super easy. You can put marks for all your students this way. So I'm just going to put randomly 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure you will not do the same for your students, but since this is a trial, I'm just going to do, and I'll just put 0, 0 for the rest of the students where I have not taken the Viva. So I'm just putting 0 here. Okay. And as I put all the data over here, you can see I can get the class average. I have automated percentage calculated, and I also have a grade assigned to the student. And if I want to customize the grade distribution, you can also get this small edit option here that allows you to change. So let's say I want anybody who scores more than 85 get A+. So I can customize that. I can customize the number however I want it over here, and I can change it accordingly, and I can just save it. So I have my report ready. Now, if when the remaining sets of students are going to come in and I would like to update them, I can simply open the same report, and wherever I have put in 0, I can start editing the data for them. Right? And I can download this particular report. I can click on update and the data is going to get updated for it. So that's the report. You can simply click on this new report and add as many reports as you want. There is no limitation to it. You can open any report, edit it as per your requirement. So now your report creation for basic Vivas, practical exam, internal exams, all of it is now automated through ClassSathi. It's going to be a little bit more easier for all of you. So that's the new feature that we have added under the report section. So yeah, anybody has any question, any doubt? On the score record option. Yes, teachers? Ria, what do you think about the new features that we have added?
Oh, I personally like the Sathi Genie features that we have, the rapid recall and go bilingual. I think like that would be a great addition in the classrooms. So that's my
Yes.
So of course the whiteboard, like how can I miss it? Like I really love all the features that are there in the whiteboard, the Genie feature and the classroom tools and everything is yes. And I am very sure the teachers would love it too. Like the teachers, like what features do you love so far that were introduced just now? Like you can drop it in the comments.
Yes,
Excuse
great.
me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I just wanted to know that the reports that we are creating, like you mentioned for lab practicals and Viva sessions, so is it only subjected to the subjects which are already there in the ClassSathi, or can we introduce it for any other subject apart from the ones which are already there?
So we can create custom subjects, ma'am. Right now you see science over here, but you
Yeah.
have an option to customize it also. So if I want to create a particular subject, let's say Marathi, Tamil, these are not part of Class Sati existing subjects. These are the custom subjects which were added. So if you have a similar request, you can just let us know. We'll create a separate folder for that particular subject.
I'm
The content
I'm
will
so
not.
sorry, ma'am. Could you
Yeah.
please repeat? My internet was disconnected. Could you please repeat this one more time? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No worries, ma'am. So I was saying that we can give you an option to customize the report. So just how you see science subject under your particular class, English, Math, Science, Social Studies are the default subject. But if you want like other subjects which are not part of this existing list, you can just share it with us. We'll get it added in your particular class, like these separate folders. What it does is, it will give you a separate folder for that subject and it will be blank. You will not have any questions or anything. You can customize your report from there, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you,
It will
ma'am.
be
Thank you.
recorded under that particular subject.
Okay.
Yes, no problem. We have Abhay sir asking, can I customize my report in a level wise way if we do not have given marks for our learners? So, sir, level wise in the sense, you just need to, you are willing to give grades to the student right away rather than the marks. Is that what you're saying? If you can answer my question, then I'll be able to like help you out with your query.
Yes, ma'am. Basically, we actually don't grade our students on basis of marks.
Mhm.
We actually give them a particular set of levels. So if they we divide the particular content in a manner that if 6 they're able to do this, they're on this particular level, and if they're advancing, so we increase the level. So we put a tick mark on a particular level. Okay, if the students have achieved this level in this, so this is the.
Got it, sir. I have understood your query. So, as of now, sir, the default feature that we have is this, but I think adding a level would be a great addition to the existing feature. So, we'll definitely share it with the product team and we'll work on it, sir. But as of now, what I can suggest as a workaround is you can have your different levels, but you can customize it as per marks. So, let's say if anybody who is scoring 1 to 10, let's say maximum is 10, minimum is 1. So anybody that is under 1 to 5, you can put that student in a particular level just for you to ensure that you're able to use the feature. For now, you can do that, but we'll share this with our product team and we'll try to get it added. So
Yeah, because we don't actually use marks at all. We don't grade our students in the format of marks. We don't demotivate a particular. We don't bar them. We just check them. Okay, they've learned this particular, so we have to go this way for this student and this way for the other. This is the way we do it.
Yes, I get it, sir, and I think that is the ideal way. Not to burden your students with lots of marks pressure. It's a very good way to move and have an internal assessments done. But as of now, sir, we have the scorecard in that way only. But we'll definitely work on it, sir. Thank you for your question, sir. So the latest version is 2.6.4. You can see over here at the top left corner of the screen. You can also see the version. If we add any theory marks or Viva, yeah, you can add theory marks as well, ma'am. That also you can do. The columns are customizable. Within one scorecard, you can add multiple columns. So you can have one column for theory, one column for Viva, one column for practical. So let's say 3 columns are there. You can customize which marks you want to give. All of that is possible. I think, yeah. Can we edit the grades? Yes, you can edit the grades, ma'am. Let me show you. So the grade distribution is as per your grade range, whatever is there. We have added the default one. You can change it. So if you want anybody to get A+ only when they are above 85%, so you can also change that. Okay, so that is also possible. Okay, we have someone saying they like the rapid recall, and I think I've shared the latest version for Class Sati, which is 2.6.4. ठीक है? So I think we have come across all the new features that we have recently added in Class Sathi, and I can see somebody is trying to annotate on the screen along with me. So teachers, please don't do that, because I think it would be difficult for me to navigate on the screen later on. But yes, I'll stop sharing my screen for a while, and we are just going to transition to a fun mode now. So now since we have gotten to know so many features that we have added, I think we have seen the rapid recall, we have seen the score record, we have also seen bilingual option, couple of new features on the whiteboard. So all of that, why don't we take a quiz with you all, right? I think it would be a good time to see if all our teachers are actually listening to what I was saying today. So I invite Ria to share her screen. Yes. And we'll do a quick session of a quiz. And teachers, take it seriously, because we'll be finding out winners out of this particular session, and we'll be giving them some goodies as well. So I want you to, have your mobile phones or devices on your hands and open your chat box. And as soon as you see the question, feel free to answer. Okay? All right.
Okay. This is the
Yes.
first question.
So teachers, this is our first question. Which one of this is the logo for Class Sathi? So we have option number 1 and option number 2. So we already got few answers here. We are just going to wait for 10 seconds for one question. Okay. All right. So I think we can go to the next question. We have around 30-40 teachers answering this. Yes, the correct answer was option number 1. And I think all of our teachers are well aware of how the logo looks like. So that's a good sign for us. So thank you for your answer, teachers.
They might have seen. There was a slight mishap. They might have seen the answer for this one, but
we'll still continue. Yeah. So teachers, there is a small riddle for you all based on what features we have discussed today. We are just giving you this riddle. If you have seen the answer that was shown earlier, please pretend that you were not able to see it and somebody has already answered this. So we'll discard this question because I think people already saw the answer earlier. So we'll be taking it as a skip question. So we'll let the teacher answer this question and then we'll move to the next question. Okay?
Should I move on to the next question, Aishwarya?
Yes, you can move on to the next question now.
Okay.
Yes, all of you were right. It was the rapid recall. And now our next question, that I am the one place where textbook, papers and videos all live together. You can browse chapter by chapter without carrying a physical book. I support both your school's own material and standard curriculum. For experiments to lesson plan, I am the shelf that never runs out of space. Let's see if the teachers are able to recognize it. Okay, so all of our teachers are saying resources. Well, you guys are not wrong. Okay, we have Genie, resources, mixed answers. Few more seconds, teachers. Okay, we have one library. All right, so we'll stop this for taking answer for this question. Ria, could you please reveal the answer?
Yes.
Yes, that was correct. So all the teachers who have mentioned resources, they are not wrong. They are right, because we have just renamed the particular feature into library. Ideally, it was called as resources. So please don't feel bad if the answer we have kept it as library. The latest version shows as library. Those who have said resources, they are completely right. So we have a lot of teachers who have given the correct answer. So cheers to that. Nice. Let's go to the next question.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So this is another riddle. I tell you what's happening in your class, even when you're not watching. I can show you the whole class picture or zoom in into a single student. I highlight which topic in the class is strong and which ones need rescue. Every month, I give you a genie insight. Okay? Somebody saying CCTV camera. All right, so we have so many teachers who are giving reports as their answer. Okay, scorecard is there. Summary reports. Okay, few more seconds, teachers. Okay, so I think we can go to the answer.
Yes.
And the answer was report. So all of you were right. That is the report option. So Genie Insight is there. You have your class overview. You have your student overview. So all of the reports are already there. So thank you for your answers, teachers. Let's go to the next question. Okay. I don't stop at 2 languages. I speak almost every language in the world. You bring the content, I handle the translation in whatever language your student need. Think of me as your multilingual assistant who never mixes up the meaning. One lesson, countless languages. Your content finally reaches every learner. Oh wow, we have a lot of teachers saying bilingual, AI, go bilingual. Great. Nice. That's
Reveal the answer.
yes. We'll just wait for a few more teachers to answer the question. Translator, AI. Okay, I think we can reveal the answer now. The correct answer was go bilingual. So this is the latest features, teacher, that I explained to you a few minutes ago, and I'm really happy to see all of the teachers got the answer correct. So yes, thank you for your answers. Let's go to the next question.
That was it.
Oh, that was the last question. That was the last question. So thank you everyone for participating and giving all your answers. Really happy to see that you were able to give all the answers correctly. So that means all of you are Sathi experts now. That's amazing. Great. So Ria, you can stop sharing your screen.
Yes.
I think we'll be able to record the chat box also. So based on the chat box, we'll be finalizing the winners and we'll be reaching out to you. For the teachers who have not filled in the link for attendance, please make sure that you fill it again. Ria, if you can reshare the link in the chat box one more time.
Yes, I'm sharing.
We have last 3 minutes in the session. So if you have any question, any doubt, please feel free to ask me. I think I've answered most of your questions that were asked earlier, but if there are any pending. Okay. Thank you everyone. It was nice having you all. Unable to open attendance link. The link is working on our end, ma'am. Have you logged in into your Gmail? Yes, ma'am, because this is a Google form, so you can, click on that button, sign in button, and then if you open the link, you'll be able to access it. Okay, we have last 2 minutes, teachers. If ever somebody has missed out on filling out the form, please fill it. And also for the teachers who are not able to join this meeting today, we will find out a way to connect with you all and have another session. So all of you are able to get the information on the latest app and, start using it in your classes. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Last 1 minute of this session. We can Oh yes, and also teachers, there will be upcoming session next week, next month as well. So if you have any particular topic, or if you have any particular module in your thinking that this would be a good idea to do it, or this would be a nice, good to have conversation, please let us know. We are open to your suggestions. We'd love to have your insights in the webinar as well. So feel free to share your suggestions for us for the upcoming webinar. Okay. Thank you everyone. I think we have crossed our time limit of 6:30. We can end this session now. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. All the modules are available on the YouTube. So, ma'am, you can go to our YouTube channel and use it. See the videos. Thank you for your feedback. Really appreciate everyone's time today. I hope you all have a great evening and stay connected. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, any doubt. You have the WhatsApp group. Just drop a message and we'll definitely connect with you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.